This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday, the Jason Walker Show. Back inside the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. If you need tile work done, if you need kitchen work done, if you need bathroom remodels, if you need a shower built or a toilet with a bidet or painting or whatever, get a hold of Above All Handyman Services in Helena and also in Colorado Springs. Coming up today on the big show, Alex Eschelman will join us as we'll get her thoughts on Montana sports. Big event at Bobcat Stadium a couple of days ago, and we'll talk to her coming up about that and much more on a Wednesday. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and many more great places. Just go to JasonWalkerShow.com. The opening segment of the show brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. They have three distinct divisions, so you can create the log homes of your dreams and your budget. That includes the milled log, that includes timber frame, and that includes handcrafted. And you can check out all of what they can do for you at yourcustomlog.com. That is Montana Custom Log Homes. Let's see here. We got on this day in history coming up. The Helena Senators, speaking of making history, looking for back-to-back state championships. And, they're back into their winning ways. Kevin Tenney with a, two-hitter last night? Or three-hitter, and allowed one run. Complete game. Senators beat Great Falls in the Electric City 11-1. Helena's got 42 wins on the year and just 11 losses, I believe. And they had 12 hits offensively. Tristan Mooney had 4. We've talked about him. What a great job he has done for the Senators. Hunter Wallace had 3 hits. Hunter Brocher and Mike Hurlburt each had 2. And a couple of RBIs for those guys as well. Tenney threw 102 pitches, 6 strikeouts, walked 2. And of his 3 hits, they were all just singles. Senators back in action Friday. They've got a doubleheader at home at Kendrick against Medicine Hat. I don't know if there's a hotter team right now than the Missoula Mavericks. Mavericks coming off some big wins over Kalispell, also knocked off the Billings Royals, which is getting the job done. And right now, I mean, it's tough to argue against the Mavericks. They swept Medicine Hat. Is that who they played? Medicine Hat, and then they sweep the Billings Royals as well. So, I mean, this is a team that is quietly doing a great job and moving up in the American Legion standings, and I think they've won a bunch in a row. So that's a really hot team right now over there in Missoula. We'll get an update from Alex Eschelman about how the Bozeman Bucks are doing. You got the Royals and Scarlets leading the way. The Senators sitting there in that third spot. John Burnett yesterday on the show saying that the Senators pretty much locked into that 2 or 3 spot. Although if the Royals keep losing and the Sens keep winning, that may change things. You just you never know. So that's some baseball news there. Let's see here. Brock Blatter, Billings Central grad, drafted by the Cubs yesterday in the 19th round of the MLB draft. 6'6", 215-pounder. He is also signed to play with Alabama to play baseball. And spent the summer playing for the State College Spikes in Pennsylvania. A lot of draft experts saying that Blatter got a great curveball and slider. He's headed to Alabama if he doesn't sign with the Cubbies. Blatter, the only one from Montana. He has until August 1st to sign with the Cubs. And then if he doesn't sign with the Cubs, he'll go to Alabama, and then he can't be drafted again for the next 3 years after that. But best of luck to that kid. 6'6", 215. That's a big pitcher. That's a hunk of man right there. Let's see here. Football, Montana. Money. Bobby Houck. Houck racked up $196,500 in incentives during the last football season. Assistants and strength coach got an additional $118,000. So the university paid the football staff $314,500. He's got a base salary of $205,000, and that went up immensely from his $110,000. He received, his potential incentives go from $138,000 to $329,000, going back to his last contract. This past year, he got a $75,000 bonus for playing an FBS game. The Grizz beat Washington, who was then ranked, and 10 wins reached. Got Houck an extra $10,000. He got $5,000 for the playoffs, $2,500 for the second round, $4,000 for the quarterfinal appearance. Also received $10,000 because of season tickets. He got $7,500 because the Grizz football team had a 3.15 GPA and an APR of $7,500 extra bucks. $30,000 for going to GSA and UM athletics functions. $45,000 in retention bonus. So, lots of money floating around in college football. And he could make a lot more this year, depending on how well the Grizz do. So, there you go. What else did we want to hit on? Some basketball stuff as well. So, Mackenzie Johnston, the Helena Capitals standout, whose jersey hangs over our left shoulder right there, she wore that jersey in the 2015 state championship game down in Butte, a win for the Capital Bruins, the first in school history for the girls. And Bill Pilgrim was the coach then. And then she went on to a fantastic career with the University of Montana. Played last season in Germany. She recently signed a deal to go play overseas again, a 2-year contract for England's, is it Leicester Riders? They're located in Leicestershire, Loughborough. It's about 100 miles plus northwest of London. And it's the top female league in Great Britain. You have 13 teams, 22-game regular season, October through April. But they also play in a whole bunch of other tournaments. And Johnston is going to be on that team for the next 2 years. So congratulations to Mackenzie. She's a fantastic young lady, great family, and great basketball player. Speaking of basketball, Plentycoo native, former Nevada basketball standout Teray Briggs is headed over to Greece. She was in Norway last year. She'll be with the PAS Giannina WBC team in Greece. Played for Norway league last year in Norway. Averaged almost 13.7 rebounds, 6'2" forward. and can score at all three levels according to the team press release. She was Mountain West All-Conference at Nevada, averaging 14 points, 8 rebounds per game. Played at Plenty-Coup, started collegially at the United Tribes Technical College in Bismarck, and I mean, that is a fantastic school in North Dakota there. Began her pro career in the Swedish Basketball League in 2019. 2020 happened. Everybody had to come home. But a couple of Montana standout basketball young ladies continuing their pro careers overseas. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Missoula, 3 home runs, beat Ogden. Billings with a win over Great Falls. The second half underway in the Pioneer League. And it's always fun to watch as we head into the quote-unquote dog days of summer. I did see something on the Facebook yesterday, and I wanted to, this is funny. If you're into rodeo, this is pretty funny. So somebody put up a post that said, imagine if rodeo events were physical locations that you could visit. So you've got Can Chaser City. The drivers suck. No one drives through here unless absolutely necessary. No speed limits, no brakes. You go fast until you hit something or someone. There's also an entire flock of feral miniature Aussie doodles eating garbage off the ground from knocked over trash barrels. So that would be barrel racers. Team Roper Village, full of 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartments shared by 2 grown men. One room's always neat and tidy. The back bedroom looks like a disaster relief zone. This is funny. They appear wealthy, but they're not, because mostly the majority of the village's wealth ends up down the road in Can Chaser City. You've got Tie Down Town, which is up the road from Team Roper Village. Very clean, well-maintained, 24-hour gym. Fresh manicures on the men. The citizens of Tie Down Town are also adamant that they're not only different from, but superior to their neighbors in Team Roper Village. Bulldogger Boulevard, not an actual stretch, or not actual town, just a short stretch of road. Everything's oversized. There's only one car in the community. Everybody shares it because the wrestlers share horses. Ruffyville, you got Saddle Bronx City. If there's sophistication on this side of the tracks, it's there. The citizens have developed a strange way of traveling with their toes turned out instead of forward. TV stations only show movies from, quote-unquote, back in my day. You got the bull riding bungalow. It's just one house. Everybody lives in it. There's a Cadillac parked out front. Looks pretty nice from the outside, but it's party central. Average IQ is below national standards, and most residents are not housebroke in bull riding bungalow. And then strange dark cave at the bottom of Ruffyville Hill. Don't go there. An entire race of men with necks like tree trunks and one arm's longer than the others. Dead animal carcass hanging from the tree outside. They eat raw when they're hungry. No language, just grunts and growls. They're called bareback riders, avoided at all costs. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Well done by whoever put that together. That's some good stuff. We'll try to get an update on Ryan Cutter. He is down in, as we know, Pinehurst, North Carolina, and competing. This was his drive yesterday in round 2. Show you this a little bit. The Pacific Northwest section of the PGA shared this on Facebook. And that is Mr. Cutter right there. I've played golf with him. Great golfer. Absolutely can crush, as you'll notice here. What a beautiful course. Pinehurst number 6. He's wrapping up his third and final day at the very first ever U.S. Adaptive Open. And we wish Cutter all the best in the world. Can't wait to see him back in Helena, though. Great dude. All right, quick break. We'll come back. When we return, we'll check in with Alex Eschelman. We'll find out what's going on, not only in the Gallatin Valley, but get her thoughts on the sporting world coming up. The opening segment of the Jason Walker Show is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. They are the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned and operated, woman-owned and operated, family-owned and operated. Over 50 years experience, the finest craftsmen available in really the state and maybe even the Pacific Northwest. They will work with you with a budget. They'll work to get the dream home that you've always wanted, and they stand by their product. Check them out. Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. Alex Eschelman coming up when we return here on The Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Wednesday. On this day in history coming up and a whole lot more. Tomorrow, Rochelle Sayers will join us. We'll talk about Hoops for a Cause. Great event going up in Haber this year. And a couple of great Frontier Conference and Cascade Conference athletes from Montana benefiting. Both have cancer. So, looking forward to chatting with Coach Sayers about that. And maybe Mackenzie Johnston will join us as well. Looking forward to her. She's always fun to chat with. But you know who else is really fun to chat with? Her name is Alex Eschelman. She is the sports reporter at SWX and ABC Fox Montana, and she joins us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline via Airlink. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Jason. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I noticed you went with the gold. Last week it was yellow. Today looks more gold and brown. Is that right?
We are going a little out of the box here, Jason. This is cheetah print.
Ooh. Okay.
So, feeling good about it. Feeling fancy.
I did not like Cheetah in the latest Wonder Woman movie, but I do like Cheetah, the cartoon, in Superhero Girls. So there's that.
I can't comment. I have not, unfortunately, seen the new Superwoman hero movie.
It's not a movie. It's a great TV show. It's on Netflix. Superhero Girls. Started watching it with Winnie, and it's actually really good. It's got Supergirl and Batgirl and Wonder Woman and a couple others. I mean, it's great. It's great.
I love it. I love that.
So how's life?
Life is going well. Today I'm still milking the NFL Kids Camp that Lance McCutcheon, Daniel Hardy, and Will Dissly all did together 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Just awesome, Jason. I mean, it was so... I got there and I was like, holy crap. There are 5... Oh, sorry, 1 second here.
It's okay.
That's the mom.
Oh, the mom. Hi, Mom.
The mom. Yeah. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I'll call her back.
Last week it was your sister interrupting us. This time it's Mom. Next week we get Dad.
I mean, what can you say? We're always chit-chatting throughout the day. But back to the NFL Kids Camp. I got there and I was... Not that I was shocked, but there were 500 kids there. 500 kids and their parents and their siblings and maybe their aunts and uncles. I don't know. But aside from a sold-out Bobcat Stadium, I mean, that was about as close as you can get to that with a bunch of little kids, little girls, little boys, all playing together. And it was so cool to see Lance and Danny back for the first time since being Montana State athletes. And then Will Dissly, of course, he's a seasoned vet at this point, going into his 5th year playing for the Seahawks. And just seeing the three of them light up, seeing all of the kids, hearing their advice was so cool. And even a full circle moment for me, and I haven't even been in Bozeman for their entire time of being here, but it was really special.
I saw all the video you did and posted up on social media, and it just looked so much fun. The kids got to run through the tunnel. They had the smoke. It was really kind of cool, and they treated it like almost like a combine, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Training camp.
The most important thing, and the three of them said this, is to have fun. They were there to give the kids some advice, to bond with them, and to have fun. And I think that was so important because now more than ever, that fun component, I think, is, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, is losing its luster and is just continuing. And I mean, you have a daughter in grade school, and I just think that there's so much pressure to get to the NFL or get here. And the three of them said, this is just about fun. Because if you aren't having fun playing the game, and if you aren't loving what you're doing, then what are you doing? Right. What's the point?
Yeah.
And so I think that was really cool that was the message. And you could feel that. There were bouncy houses. There were big water stations set up that a lot of the kiddos thought that it was a little water park and it was a hot day, so they would just kind of take a little shower and get back out there and do some tackling drills with Daniel Hardy and run the relay race with Will. And then Lance, they were doing some passing drills and some run drills. So running some routes. So that was awesome.
And whose idea was it to put it together?
That's a good question. From my understanding, it was Josh Perkins, but I think that it was a collective effort. He was heading it. And just so much respect for him and what he does for the Bobcat football program and just the overall community. His story is so interesting and inspiring, and I think that his passion for the Bozeman community and Bobcat athletics is definitely something that is noticeable for sure.
Well, what's cool is we talked to Alex Eschelman, ABC Fox, Montana SWX, Montana sports reporter. To me is, you have a guy like Will or Lance who grew up in Bozeman. They know what Bobcat Stadium is all about. But a guy from like Daniel Hardy, not from Montana, but was totally loved by the community his playing time. And for him to be able to come back and give back, I think says a lot about, athletes in college that I think is overlooked a lot, Alex, that these guys really love the community that they adopt because they get adopted by that town.
Totally. And rightfully so. I mean, rightfully so that Will Dissly didn't play for the Bobcats, but obviously his brother played and he grew up here, like you said. I just think that this community is so special. And I mean, I hate to say it, but that's why a lot of people are moving here, because you can feel the specialness of the town and the Gallatin Valley as a whole. It's just, it's a very genuine and honest and tight-knit community. People are there for each other. And I think that's the most important thing, that as it does continue to get bigger, that doesn't get lost. The local restaurants, the local feeling of that strong community needs to stay, because that's what makes it so amazing.
How was Livingston?
Livingston was good. The PBR was, I will
you got to hang out with Shelby?
The Midland concert rained on the PBR's parade just a little bit.
Oh.
That was definitely, yes. And my parents were in town. They kind of split their time. They were there in the morning with me as I was doing my Wake Up Montana interviews with Flint Rasmussen and kind of getting ready. And then they went to the Midland concert that night. So I think a lot of people were torn, but there was still a great crowd. Chris Byers, of course, did a fabulous job. I had Shelby Rasmussen with me. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm getting another call. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Hopefully that doesn't pop up here. Anyway, so Shelby Rasmussen helped do some interviews with me. And my gosh, she is just so talented. And I learned so much from her. It was awesome. It was just awesome to have another girl there, and not only, just another female, but also somebody who knows the sport and knows the lifestyle so well. So it was nice to kind of bounce ideas off each other. I was helping her a little bit with little critiques that she could do with her interviews, and she was helping me with, hey, this could be something that could be cool to ask. So it was awesome.
That's, to me, really fun when you get to work with somebody like I did with you at the red carpet event. Was, bouncing ideas off each other in the moment, not just pre or post. It was, hey, we can do this. And yeah, Shelby is so good, and she's gonna kill it with MSU Rodeo as a coach. Looking forward to that. But PBR event in Livingston, you got the Big Sky PBR this week. Are you going to be at it?
I believe so. I'm kind of getting my my game plan together for Thursday and Friday here as we speak, but I believe I will be there. I mean, there's just a lot of fun stuff going on right now. We've got the fair in town, so I'm hoping I can cover the Extreme Dog event tomorrow.
Wait, what's this?
So it is a bunch of rescue dogs who are very talented and go through a number of, it's almost like a track meet, but for dogs. They're doing different events. And it's one of the most popular events at the fair every year. And not to mention, it's for a good cause. It's raising awareness for rescue dogs and rescue animals. And it's just a fun way to do a sports story.
Yeah.
There's also a duck race, which I thought was really interesting as well.
If you ever get a chance, it's not Norris. Where is it? They have a duck race every year in the spring. And Pony, is it Pony? I think Pony's got the duck race, which is really fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I went to it once. It rained the whole time. I'm actually surprised with the fair in town in Bozeman that it's not raining, because growing up, you knew the fair was in town when it rained.
Well, don't jinx it, Jason.
I won't.
Knock on wood here. No way. No more rain. We've had enough. It's July. It needs to be summertime, and it's been that way for the past week or so. Let's just keep it going.
Yes, I agree. I'm a fan of the heat. I do have to brag a little bit, humble brag. My team for the second year in a row won the Disabled American Vets Scramble over the weekend, and that's 3 out of 4 years. It is the biggest golf tournament in the state of Montana. The very first year, we raised like $19,000 for the DAV. This year, they think about $110,000 in 7 years. That's how much it's grown. So humble brag, but I did not give myself the.
Jason, you can absolutely have a moment to humble brag.
There you go. So the two times we won previous, my wife was on the team. She couldn't play this year, but I've been on the team all 3 years. So I think it's me. I'm just saying.
You're carrying the team, you're saying.
I'm carrying the team, yeah.
Now you're taking your humble brag a little too far, Jake.
Okay.
You won. We're happy for you. Come on now.
Alex Eschelman joining us, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline via the Airlink, ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter. What did you think of the All-Star Game, the Home Run Derby, all that fun stuff in MLB?
Awesome. I mean, it's just that screams summer to me. It's just fun. But I did see a debate between the white uniform and the gray uniform on social media. Your thoughts?
I think we should go old school, and the players get to wear their team uniform. So it doesn't say American or National. It's got New York Mets, or Mets if you're the home team, the whites. Yankees would then wear their grays. Red Sox would wear dark, things like that. I think that's what we should do. Then you get a whole bunch of different color on the field as well, which is really cool. But I think that's really where we should go back to, is you wear your team's you wear your jersey at the All-Star Game.
Does that get confusing for the guys, though?
Well, no, because you're either dark or light. I mean, it's no different than white and gray.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so they all pick the color, but they wear their
jersey. The home team, like this year, the National League was the home team, so they'd wear their white home jerseys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
And if you're a Mariners fan, you're wearing the dark blue.
The white uniform. Well, for baseball, I like the classic uniform, like the striped pant look, the classic look.
True. Which is cool. The pinstripes, Yankees brought it in. A lot of teams have copied, but I'm a big fan of that like you. So
me too.
Yeah. Let's see. Alex Eschelman joining us. Mentioned the Helena Senators had won 20. They lost. They won last night. I don't know if there's a hotter team in American Legion right now than Missoula after they knocked off the Royals in a doubleheader. But how's Bozeman looking at the moment?
Bozeman is looking, I don't know their official record right now. It's about the same. It's been an up and down season. What can you say? Hasn't been their best, but it hasn't been their worst. And they know that. So I think just continuing, they haven't been at home for at least this week. So okay. I haven't been able to see them play, but I think they're doing about the same as they have been doing this entire season. So staying consistent on that inconsistent level,
right,
if you will.
Yes, there you go.
They've got some ups, they've got some downs.
I like it. I like that though. Consistent on the inconsistency.
Right, and they know that. They know that that's kind of been their MO for this season. But they're not completely stinking.
Well,
they're doing a good job overall.
That's good. That is good. I got to ask you this. So the wife hates it. My oldest daughter and my youngest daughter both love it. But I went with just the mustache. What's your thoughts?
No, Jason.
No? Full beard
No.
or clean shaven? One of the two?
I'm going with that. Whatever your wife likes. That's what I'm going with.
So the full beard.
Whatever she's voting on, I'm on her boat.
What about the longer hair? Because I've been growing it out.
Again, whatever her preference is,
she
I'm
hates
on
it.
her boat.
Wow, I thought you were my friend.
Plain
You've never
and
even
simple.
met my wife.
Plain and simple.
What are your thoughts on college coaches speaking out about political things?
They have the right to say whatever they would like to say.
Okay.
So that is my opinion on that. We live in a free country. You can say what you would like to say. So I am fine with that.
Okay. I just bring it up because yesterday Jim Harbaugh took some heat for what he said. But it's almost, I don't want to say hypocritical, Alex, but this is why I want to get your perspective on it, being a lady. But when sports stars speak out against certain things, they're darlings. But if they disagree, or if it's somebody speaking out opposite, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to pick a side. I want to know what your thoughts are on.
No, I know. I don't think you're trying to make me pick a side at all. I think that I totally see what you're saying. I think that, yes, there should be equal respect for what somebody would like to say. And if they disagree, I definitely think that's an issue in our country right now, 100%. Not being able to really say how you feel because of criticism. But I mean, I think that is something that, you just got to recognize. And I think it's something that can be improved upon for sure. But again, people have the right to say what they would like to say, and they should be able to say it.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot with that. It just came to me.
No, you're not putting me on the spot. That's 100% my opinion. I think, and that goes for all angles and all sides. I don't think that's that's definitely an issue in our country, in my opinion, right now, of not being able to really say how you feel without, maybe somebody blowing up on you or having lack of respect or saying, okay, then I don't like you then, right? Whatnot. And again, people also have the right to not like somebody because of A, B, or C. So I think definitely could work on maybe a little more improvements on how we say things and being able to really listen. I think that is a big component too, of just being able to listen to people and just say, okay, yeah, I don't agree with this. I agree with this, whatnot. We can just move forward. Because at the end of the day, here's what I believe. This is the number one thing. Just be a nice person.
Thank you. Which you are. Alex Eschelman joining us. Yes, no, it's true.
To be a nice person. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's going to mess up. Coulda, woulda, shoulda this. Coulda, woulda, shoulda that. We all have those things. But being able to be a nice person and just really working on that, I really don't care what you believe or don't believe or, just be a nice person.
There you go. You heard it straight from Alex, and she's the best. All right. It is National Fortune Cookie Day today. Are you a fan of fortune cookies or just the fortune?
Just the fortune. I will still eat the fortune cookie because, Jason, I am a sweet tooth. I mean, if there's a cookie, if there's a cake, if there's a cupcake, lollipop, whatever it is, I like it all, but I eat the fortune cookie because of the fortune. And I don't feel like it's fair to crack open the fortune cookie and just read the fortune and not eat the fortune cookie. Does that make sense?
Yep, 100%.
You have to eat the fortune cookie.
Yes, at least half of it.
I think you have to eat the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Because I think it's old Chinese proverb that if you don't eat the whole thing, then it doesn't come true.
Really?
I
would believe that. See, you have, exactly. They know what they're doing when they were inventing it in the first place. Yes.
It is also, you mentioned lollipops. It is National Lollipop Day today. It is also National Moon Day today. And it's, my daughter's a big fan of the moon. Did you know on this date in 1969, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon?
Well, there you go. That's why it's National Moon Day.
I also have to ask you this because we talked about it last week. It is National Hot Dog Day today. I don't care if it's a sandwich or not. I don't care about that debate. How many did you eat last Wednesday at the doubleheader?
I hate to say this, and I really hope you invite me on your show after this, but I did not eat one. Okay. What did I eat that day?
Because you had the 4:30 or 5 o'clock start.
I might have gone to Dairy Queen that day, Jason. I might have stopped by Dairy Queen. And it might have been one of those moments where I don't just get an ice cream. I might have gotten the chicken tenders and the fries. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. No, you're always welcome on the show. It was one of those days. Okay. It was one of those days.
Do you prefer hot dog over hamburger, though? Because we haven't discussed this. Onions go on hot hamburger, but not a hot dog.
Heck no.
So a burger's the way to go for you?
Cheeseburger, not a hamburger. You got to have cheese on your burger.
For sure. What kind of cheese fan are you?
American. I don't deal with cheddar. I don't deal with provolone Swiss. American on a cheeseburger.
Okay.
American and a grilled cheese. I mean, you have to have the unhealthy stuff in there. I'm not trying to go for I'm not going for the low fat, whatever you want to. No, American cheese.
Yeah. Which I think American cheddar is basically the same thing, isn't it? I don't know.
Good question. I don't know.
But I don't do pepper jack.
Somebody respond to this. Show once it gets posted and let us know.
What's the difference between American and cheddar cheese? We cover the big topics here, Alex. We don't just talk sports. We talk big stuff here.
Absolutely. We talk apparently, we talk politics now. We talk grilled cheeses. We talk Superwoman hero movies or shows on Netflix that Winnie watches. There you go.
Yes. Well, so when you have some downtime and you're figuring out what to watch on Netflix, just go to Superhero Girls. Start at the beginning because it'll take you through the whole story. Superhero Girls. It's a great show. I'm a fan of it.
Writing that down.
Oh, yeah. Lefty. I forgot Lefty.
Yep. Superhero Girls. Yep. Perfect. That's on the Netflix bucket list.
What are you watching on TV these days? On the streaming?
Besides Sports Center, shout out Ashley Brewer. She's like one of my all-time favorite mentors. I really haven't been watching. I mean, I'm still getting over the last episode of 1883. I'm not mentally and emotionally capable of starting another show right now.
I haven't seen all of that yet. I watched the first episode and I haven't watched anything of it since. I'm waiting for Yellowstone to come out.
No, Jason, I'm sorry, but 1883 is better.
Is it?
It's better. I love Yellowstone, don't get me wrong, but 1883 is 100% better. And my roommate actually told me that when she watched it before me, and she's like, I'm telling you, Alex, it's 10 times better. And I didn't believe her at first. I didn't. She'll tell you that. But I finished it, and I'm like, she was 100% right.
Well, I will watch it, finish it. But Yellowstone is still, it's awesome.
And we've got the ESPYs tonight. Speaking of watching.
Oh, yes.
Good. We've got the ESPYs, and I adore the red carpet. I always love watching. The red carpet's might be the best, or no, that's not true. All of the awards are amazing as well, and the speeches.
I haven't watched the ESPYs probably in a decade.
Really?
Yeah, it got I don't know, too weird for me.
No, you got to go watch. Okay, did you see Big Wit's speech last year?
No.
Winning the Walter Payton Award?
No.
Oh, Jason, it's a must. You have to watch it. It will give you chills. It's amazing.
I just go Jim Valvano's speech is the only one that really ever mattered. That and Pat Summitt. Those were the two that really
no, those are amazing. No, I'm telling you, Big Wits is right up there.
Okay.
It is. It's top 10, top 5.
Speaking of top, before I let you go, Top Gun 2. Have you seen it? Maverick.
Yes, I have. It was amazing.
Okay. Better than the first?
I'm about to say something that's controversial.
You're gonna say.
I haven't seen the first one, and I've been meaning to watch the first one. And I know what happens in the first one, Jason, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't sat down and watched it, and it's embarrassing. So,
It's on Amazon Prime.
I know. I'm embarrassed.
Alex.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Now I don't know if I can invite you.
We'll have to talk about the new Elvis movie because that's something I want to go see too.
I haven't
will
seen
watch
that yet.
The first Top Gun before I go see Elvis. I promise you that.
I haven't seen the Elvis one yet. See, now I don't know. I mean, hot dogs, whatever. You didn't have one last week, but now I don't know if I can have you back if you haven't seen Top Gun.
No! Stop that.
This is
taking that answer.
This is why you're the best. Watch it this weekend. Find 2 hours of your time. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Find it, watch it. It's on Prime. It's free on Prime, and you'll love it. It's so good.
Okay.
Because you've seen the second, so it won't be quite the same. But when I sat in the theater watching the second, and the start, the music, it's all Alex, so good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This time next week.
All right.
I'll have it watched.
Looking forward to seeing more great stories from you on ABC Fox Montana, also SWX Montana. You can check her out online at Alex Eschelman. And we'll see you next week.
We'll be talking next week about Big Sky Media Day, so I'm very excited.
Are you going?
That. Absolutely.
I'm not this year.
That's okay. I'll cover it all for you. We're talking Tommy Malott. We're talking Ty Okada, Coach Vegan. It's going to be great.
By the way, real quick, when I had Flint Rasmussen on the show last week talking about Livingston PBR, but he was at the Kenny Chesney concert, boo. But he knew Coach Vegan's, no Chesney.
This is not a good episode for us.
There's more disagreement.
The concert as well, it was amazing.
I'm not a Chesney guy. Anyway, Flint knows Coach Vegan's wife from Wyoming somehow. But he walked up, introduced himself to Coach Vegan, and the first thing he said was, "Nice to meet you." He looked at Shelby and Paige and said, "Thank you for everything you do for our football team." Great
awesome.
moment
and
right
I'm
there.
not surprised. I'm really not.
And he thinks Coach Vegan could still suit up and play.
I'm not gonna doubt that. I can see it.
Dude
I can see it.
Dude is in shape.
I'm not. He's a class act. I'm not surprised he said that.
He's fantastic. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. I can't wait to get an update from Big Sky Media Days. You'll be back by then, and we'll roll and have some fun.
I'm excited. Thank you for having me as always, and we will talk soon.
Thank you, Alex. That is Alex Eschelman joining us via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home. It's your auto. It's your life. Mike understands that. Check him out. Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. Quick break. We'll wrap up next. When we come back, this segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade's Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, final segment on a Wednesday. I got the walk-off coming up. Hey, don't forget, coming up August 6th up in Northern, at the campus of Northern in Havre, is the annual Hoops for a Cause, and 2 outstanding recipients this year, both from Providence, and one from Northern, a wrestler, one from Providence, basketball player Janelle Gopher. But we'll talk to Rochelle Sayers tomorrow about the annual Hoops for a Cause and 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. And efforting Mackenzie Johnston, trying to work on a time that works for her. She'll be traveling. So, bless me. Got a text message from my good buddy Ben down in Arizona. He said, there's no way the wife condones the mustache. And I don't think it's that bad. Here, I'll give you a close-up. See? Right? I've been watching a lot of Tombstone and Wyatt Earp while I fall asleep at night, so I'm going with that look. And then I got the hair growing out in the back and on top, because I still can. So, but she absolutely hates it. She hates the mustache. And I've kind of got it to where it curls. So, working on it. That's all it is. Having fun. The Jason Walker Show. Let's do On This Day in History. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Make sure you stop in for cold drinks, warm staff, and hot machines. Gamble and drink responsibly, please. But make sure you stop in. It is on July the 20th. It is National Fortune Cookie Day. It is National Lollipop Day, National Moon Day, and National Hot Dog Day. On this date in 1858, the very first fee charged to see a baseball game. It cost 50 cents to go see New York beat Brooklyn 22-18. In 1906, Brooklyn Superbas pitcher Mel Eason with a no-hitter of the St. Louis Cardinals. 1911, Red Sox pitcher Smokey Joe Wood with a no-hitter of the St. Louis Browns. 1958, Detroit Tigers future Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Bunny with a no-hitter of Boston. 1970, Dodgers Bill Singer no-hit the Phillies. On this date, the true home run king, Hank Aaron, 1976, hit his final 755th home run, came off the Angels' Dick Drago. 1986, at the Open Championship at Turnberry, Australian Greg Norman wins his first major. Let's see, happy birthday today, Sir Edmund Hillary, the explorer, mountaineer, the first to scale Mount Everest with Tenzing Norgay. He was born in Auckland, New Zealand, died in 2008. And on this date in 1969, Apollo 11 lunar module carrying Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin lands on the surface of the moon. Armstrong the first to set foot. Aldrin would walk on the moon 7 hours later. Michael Collins stayed in orbit in the lunar module. Who did I see? Was it Buzz Aldrin? Is auctioning off some of his astronaut gear. I heard this today. And is it his helmet? And it's the only thing that's ever been sold from the first mission, but to the moon. But I believe it's going to go for at least $1.9 million. Would you buy that? Would you buy one of the first helmets on the moon? I mean, I don't have a 1.9 mil lying around, but it'd be pretty cool, right? And it's probably signed. So that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, just a thought. Let's do this. Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. There's only a couple of places in town for you to play hot games, warm staff, cold drinks. That is Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino and the Copper Club Casino. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Best Cajun food this side of New Orleans. And big fun was fun today. It's always fun talking different sports. It's always fun talking with Alex Eschelman. Appreciate her time. The ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter. You can check her out online. You can watch her great stories online as well. And she is fantastic and does a lot for the Gallen Valley, does a lot for the state of Montana, and recently signed a new contract to stay in Bozeman for at least another year. So we wish her the best, and hopefully we're talking to her even longer, like next year, because she is awesome. Tomorrow on the show, Rochelle Sayers. We're going to talk Hoops for a Cause. It is a fantastic event, and it is something that is important to a lot of people in the state of Montana. It is something that I've been a fan of since it started. Chris Mowat started it up. They've got unbelievable auction items. They've got great giveaways and a great 3-on-3 basketball tournament. We'll talk to Rochelle Sayers tomorrow on the show. Janelle Gopher is one of the recipients, as well as Jet Jones from Sydney, who wrestles at Northern. Both have cancer, both diagnosed this spring, and both recovering. So we'll talk to Rochelle Sayers tomorrow. 4 o'clock. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com, and we'll see you back here, 4 o'clock, right here. This is The Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.